fam, let's play with some new products. So I am going to start out with this Clinique Moisture Surge, and this is their new Active Glow Serum with hyaluronic acid. I am so excited to demo this for you guys. I did get this sent in PR, and this does retail for $65 US, but you are getting quite a bit of product at 1.7 ounces and 50 mils. So we're looking at about $1.30 per mil. This is a refreshing serum that is formulated with powerful actives to hydrate, brighten, and give your skin an immediate and continuous glow. It is clinically shown to promote skin's natural cell turnover to reveal fresher, smoother skin. It sinks right into your skin and it layers well with your moisturizers under makeup. It's also safe for sensitive skin. It's allergy tested, fragrance free, and it is tested to work on all skin types. This is also oil free. It's packed with 5% lactic acid, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid, but it does state that it's best for dry skin. Let's take a look at the full ingredient list. We have water as the first ingredient. Then you see glycerin, lactic acid, and then you can also see the rest of the ingredients right there. I don't want to go through every single one of them, but there is no coconut derivatives in there, which is amazing. It was nice to give that glass skin effect without having any type of products or ingredients in there that's going to clog my pores. And as you guys can see right there, it applies really beautiful, and it does give that beautiful glass skin effect that doesn't look greasy or oily, because although I think glass skin is really beautiful, that is really kind of for me geared towards people with more younger, youthful skin, and that doesn't have any type of breakouts or pores, because that can look so, it can just accentuate texture so much. And I think even though we like these trends, we have to be mindful of our skin type. So if you have textured skin, wrinkles, or any type of fine lines, I just don't always recommend. I mean, do what you want. Makeup and skincare is very personal. Do what makes you guys feel beautiful. So we have a lot to cover today, and I know I kind of just jumped right into things because I don't want to take too long on this video. I know some of you like my longer videos, but I know some of you are like, okay, wrap it up. So I do want to cover some of these products and give you like the ingredients and all of that, just so you know. So I was sent this from Chantecaille, and I'm really excited. I have been really liking this. I've only used it for 2 days, so we'll have to see if I break out or anything like that, but it's very refreshing on the skin, and I'll put the ingredient list right there. It's literally just rose water. So that's what's amazing, right? I mean, it's like, okay, well, there's just one ingredient. You can't go wrong with that. So I do appreciate that. And can we talk about that packaging for just a second? Because that packaging is unreal. It's so beautiful, you guys. It's so simple and minimalistic, but beautiful. Like everything from Chantecaille. Oh, if you don't like the smell of roses, or you have like any type of like sensitivity to scents, then I don't think this is going to be your product. Or flower scents, this is not going to be your product. But can we just talk about how beautiful that is on my skin? I mean, gorgeous. I am obsessed with this rose water, you guys. It's just so good. I mean, I just love this product so much. I highly recommend it. This is Chantecaille's Pure Rose Water, and it's their award-winning refreshing face mist that is crafted from the entire Rose de Mai blossom. The delicate petals are hand-harvested and steamed, distilled in artisan well water in the south of France. It releases the rose's antioxidants and skin-refreshing properties, giving the rose water an uplifting natural aroma and potent skincare benefits. And I have to say, you guys, it's not a really strong fragrance, and it's not like you can smell the rose, but you can't, it's not like this extremely potent rose smell. Like it literally went away within a second of me spraying it. But I mean, it just makes the skin look magnificent. I am obsessed with this spray. It's probably my favorite facial mist spray ever made. I don't know why, but it's just so beautiful. That is a product I would definitely purchase. It is so good. They also have a rose water makeup remover, and I will get into more details on this on a different video. All right, let's jump into this next product, and this is the Skin Glow SPF 30 Primer. And this is by YSE or YSE, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but this is a new brand to me. They sent this in PR to me last year at the end of the year, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I did film some footage for it, but I haven't even released that yet. But this does retail for $48 US, and you get 1.7 ounces and 50 mils. So you're getting quite a bit of product in there. It's 96 cents per mil. The expiration date is 2026, so you have some time with this product, and it's made in the USA. Can we talk about that packaging? It is so aesthetically pleasing. It's so pretty. If you like white and gold, you're gonna absolutely love this packaging, and it's gonna look so good in your either your bathroom or your, because you can use this for every day. It's more, it has a tint to it, but it's more of an SPF primer.
Hey Glamfam, I just want to let you know that YSE Beauty gave me a 15% off coupon for you guys. So you could just use my code Kristi-15 at checkout, and you can scan the QR code right there, and you can take 15% off of your purchase. This is actually owned by Molly Sims, and I already inserted that in the graphics, but I just wanted to let you guys know.
So this is an everyday invisible SPF 30 primer that can be worn solo as the last step to your skincare routine or under makeup to prevent sunspots, reduce appearance of dark spots, and lend a natural glow. Made for all skin types, this gives the skin an invisible finish with an instant glow. The key ingredients are niacinamide, sodium hyaluronate, spirulina extract. There are no coconut derivatives, but I will show you guys right there the entire ingredient list. I love how they lay out ingredients on their website. It's probably the best I've ever seen, and you will see when I get into some of the About Face products that they have the same type of format, so I don't know if they're owned under the same parent company. Also, what I like about those ingredients is you can click right there and it will show you which each one of those, instead of having to copy and paste it to Google and figure out what it is. So I really, really like it. I have been using this product off camera since last year, but it's just been sporadic because I kept forgetting about it, to be quite honest with you. I'm like, and when I cleaned everything, I cleaned my makeup table recently, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this on camera. I can keep forgetting, but I do have some footage that, again, that I filmed from previous, so I might release that in shorts, but we're gonna apply it in studio today. So let's test this out, and then I'll get into the other products as I go, because I have products from About Face, I have products from Charlotte Tilbury that just launched that I did purchase myself. So this again has a slight tint to it. I'm gonna do a couple pumps. That's about how much I use. So as you guys can see, it's just gonna blend and give you this invisible finish, so you don't have to worry too much about the color, but there's no white cast and it lies under makeup beautifully. So that's the texture in studio. I already showed you guys outside of my studio lights, but it's really pretty. It gives the skin this gorgeous glow, gorgeous. So I am just, all I have is the Clinique serum, and I did my dermatology, I'm sorry, not my dermatology, well, I did do my regular skincare, which my dermatology vitamin CE plus F, I already put that on early this morning alongside all of my Calisime products. And if you are new here to this video, I know my Glamfam sisters probably like, okay, Kristi, we know this, but we always get new people on this video, so keep that in mind. But I am 47 years old. I do have acne prone skin, as already mentioned, sensitive, mature, fine lines, wrinkles, all that good stuff. And I usually, for my skincare, I mainly like 99% use Calisime products, and you always get 15% off. I know a lot of our Glamfam sisters are using it and absolutely love it as well. But look at how pretty that is, you guys. It is just, oh my goodness, you get this like that glass glow without feeling, again, without feeling that greasiness. I think this is a really beautiful combination if you like that glass skin effect where I don't feel like it's emphasizing my pores or anything like that, which is so pretty. This is like my version of a glass skin effect, right? Maybe that's what we'll title this video. All right, I am gonna put some, usually I would do a little bit of that, this Charlotte Tilbury. This is my other product I really like to use for that glass skin. Actually, we'll use that. I'm not gonna use any other primers because I wanna show you guys how you don't even really need a primer because you're getting kind of a little bit of a tack to it, so your foundation is gonna lie very beautifully underneath. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, and this is in shade 3. So this is like the Hollywood Flawless filter, but but a stick version. And the Hollywood Flawless filter, I used to love that, but unfortunately I just do it where the sun would naturally hit us. Unfortunately, it has coconut oil in it, and I never knew that, you guys. How sad is that? I'm gonna use this MAC brush, and this is so old. This is the 170. That is, I can't clean that off. It's actually just stuck on there. I don't know why, it's weird. I probably can if I really scrub it, but I mean, who has the time for that? All right, just doing that. So this is how I would do a glass skin effect, but I don't really see, let's see. Yeah, that's the beauty of this Charlotte Tilbury one, is I don't see any emphasis of texture. So that for me is the perfect glass skin. And I like to bring it above, like right here, like right above the brow bone, like the arch right there. And that's gonna give a nice little glow to the upper brow bone area. But yeah, that's so beautiful. And then I'm gonna powder up right there where the pores are, because I don't like those to be accentuated. All right, I'm gonna do some of my Punjab from NARS. This is the Sheer Glow. And I do have self tanner on, so we are gonna pull out. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that would have been a wreck. I have a white top on right now. Hot mess, but that would have been something I would have done, you know. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of my Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal. You guys know this combo is my favorite. This is in Fair. I just like the Fair the most. I did Light and Fiji in the last video, which was fine. I like it, but I still love Fair the most. So I'm gonna combine those two together and just kind of start to foundation up the skin a little, kind of speed through this. You guys always see me do this. So how was your Mother's Day? I know that just passed. Actually, I'm filming on Mother's Day. Wanted to know how you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I can't talk and do makeup. I don't even know why I even attempt it. All right, let me get my BK Beauty. Speaking of Mother's Day, they were having amazing deals, so I let you guys know on the community tab as well as in the last few videos. So always know that you can just click one of those sides. You can click the link there, and I'll put the arrow where it is, and you can shop all BK Beauty brushes. But you always get 10% off with my Kristi 10 at checkout. I think it's Kristi 10. I'll put the code right there. So even if you missed the sale, they always run really amazing sales. Let me get the mirror. I just love the combination of the NARS and the L'Oreal. Oh my gosh, it's just my perfect foundation, you guys. I did use the YSE or YSE. I have to figure out how to pronounce that. Sorry, you guys. And this is the Like a Gloss Hydrating Lip Mask. I put that on before I did my makeup when I was doing some of the skincare B-roll, but I really like it. I did take it off because I like to put foundation on my lips. That's just my method. But I ended up putting some of it back on, just so you guys know that. But I really like this lip mask. It is one of the best lip masks I've ever used. I do have an affiliate with this company, so you can definitely click the link in the description. All right, now we are gonna go in with more of a mattifying concealer. So I'm gonna take my Hourglass, and this is, you guys know, this is more of a natural matte finish, almost more matte. And again, I've been loving this shade. I've talked about in the last couple of videos now. This is in the shade Drift, and this is a brand new shade. They released like during the sale, Sephora sale, back in the spring, or spring is still spring kind of, they released the new shades, and I love this. This is a light neutral pink shade. I'm gonna put some of that on. And then what I do is, if I have any areas that I need to cover up, I will use the excess of this. Actually, I want to do my BK Beauty a 506. Where is my mirror? It's right there, stuck to the other mirror. All right, I'm gonna just spread that out like that. I like to do this as of late. I used to just go right in, but now I'd like to do this because then I use a lot less concealer. I just found that I do better doing those. And this is my favorite brush for, if I'm gonna use a brush for concealer, this is my favorite one. So it's like having the 101, but a small version of it, or the 115. And then I'm gonna take my sponge now, the same sponge I was using, and just start going in. Look at that. I love that shade, you guys. Sorry, I didn't finish my sentence. Going in and just blending out. I didn't use my color corrector, but I have been loving the combination of Drift and the Cali Ray Radiant. This is the Cali Ray color correctors, and I also like both of them. Here, I'll just kind of go over it a little bit. Just take a little bit more brightening there. I usually go under. I just forgot, you guys. No, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, let's see here. Let's just do that. That's okay. Just get a little bit of brightening in there. It has a pinker undertone to it. Gonna go back in the sponge. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Actually, I've never done it over, and I kind of dig that. Sometimes we do things mistake, and then we end up going, huh, that's a new discovery. Have you ever done that, you guys? Let me know in the comments if you've ever done that, where you're like, why did I do that? And then you're like, oh wait, hold on, I kind of like that. I do that quite a bit, but yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that, you guys. What do you think? Let me know. Oh my gosh, I really like that. Okay, that's my new method now. Okay, like it. Let's see here. Let's do some bronzing up. You guys know from the last video, the last couple videos. Oh, this Tanielle. Oh, this is coming out. This is the second time this has happened to me. So I've got to glue this back in. Dang it, that's the only thing. The packaging is a little flimsy, a little cheap filling. All right, so I'm gonna take my new favorite brush, and I talked about this in the last video. This is the Ulta 132, I wanna say. I'm still getting to know this one. They just launched new stuff when they came out with Ulta Beauty Collection, their clean line now, when they revamped their older line, and I like this brush a lot. So this has the fat contour. This is a lot like my Hourglass one. This one probably is the most like this Hourglass Soft Glow brush, because the heads, as you guys can see right there, are very similar. The Hourglass is a little bit thicker because this is more for foundation, but I used it a lot for contouring. I used it mostly for contouring. So this one has a little bit more narrow of a head, but that same type of, I don't know, it's just perfect. And then you can use this side for nose contouring, but we have another brush we are going to use from Charlotte Tilbury that I just picked up, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's do some bronzing up. This is Iced Latte. This is my favorite cream bronzer ever made now. The perfect undertones, you guys, the perfect. And I'd say Iced Latte is my favorite as far as cream, like a contour. This is my favorite way of applying a bronzer. It's called bronzer, but because you can use this as a bronzer or a contour. It's not so cool that it looks unrealistic in natural daylight. It looks beautiful in natural daylight. I'll show you guys right there. But it still structures out the face in a very flattering, beautiful way. I am obsessed with this product. Obsessed. And I just can't get enough of it. I can't even tell you guys, I cannot get enough of it. You guys know I don't necessarily say that any type of cream products or liquid products can really like minimize your pores, but I do feel like if it's between liquids and cream products like this, for me personally, I don't really particularly like liquid products. Like I like the e.l.f. one, it's good. I didn't even get the Rare Beauty one just because I'm just not into the doe foot applicator. I have to apply it on the back of my hand to really get that smooth effect. I like this type of product where I can just go in there with my brush and get in there. It's not gonna ruin my bristles. I've cleaned this 3 times already. And this combination right here is just magnificent. This is by far the best cream bronzer I've ever used. Truly, it gives like almost that, you guys know I love my Armani one, and I would say this would have been my #1 because it is more of a cream to powder, and I typically like powders more than I like cream products, but this is not available anymore. So now this is the best one to me. So the closest I've come to this one, but still not, this is more of a natural matte, where this one dries down to a matte finish. So that's the difference between the two. I would say it's close to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. The NARS one is good, but it has coconut oil in it. I've tried it on the back of my hand. I like the texture, it's good. But they put coconut derivatives in it, so I can't use that one. Where I like this Anastasia one, it's pretty. Watch, I'll use this with the Makeup by Mario brush, and this is the F4. So I have been using this one more for blush, either that one or the BK Beauty, and then the other end for like bronzers. So you can, actually I'm not going to use this one because I don't want to ruin that brush. I actually like the Latte for bronzing up. So I use that one to contour the skin. And if I really want something extra, I'll use the Latte on that bigger end of the Mario brush right there. And I'll just kind of take that off the back of my hand first, because this does actually have a slightly warmer undertone when it goes on my skin for some reason. So it's a medium olive, but it does kind of give a little bit of a, ooh, so pretty, a little bit of a, this one can be aggressive though, the Latte, so you just want to be careful if you're my skin tone, because I have like light, medium skin tone, typically light when I'm not self-tanned, so it can be a bit aggressive on me. But it does give a nice warmth to the skin. I just take the remainder and bring it down here. But that's really pretty, and I like that brush for it. But for structuring out my face, I still like my, I like the new Ulta Beauty one. It's really, really nice. I think it only had like 3 stars too. But I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna buy it because, you know, sometimes I like things that people don't like. All right, I'm gonna take my sponge and just start to blend things in. Now I'm going to take the BK Beauty 115 and we're just going to go around the edges. Just taking my sponge, and I took a little bit of concealer right there and just kind of carved out that little area right there. So pretty, you guys. Look at that. I'm just taking everything so I can mesh everything together so there's no demarcation lines or unevenness. So obsessed, you guys. Obsessed. Do you see how you're getting that little bit of glow? And if you want a little bit more, you could take a little bit more of the Charlotte Tilbury if you want. If you're like, I just want, because I'm about to cover that up anyway with, and I'm just going to take that, whatever's left. I'm going to kind of wipe off what was on that bronzer brush and just go like that, just to blend things in like that. See? Ooh. So pretty, kind of tied the bronzer and everything together. All right, now I'm gonna take a little bit, and this is again how I would create a glass skin effect. I'm gonna take my Sweed Beauty, and this is in Sun Touch. You guys know my love for this. I'm gonna take the opposite end of the Makeup by Mario brush, right there. I'm going to do some cheekies. This is my favorite, if you're new here, this is my favorite cream blush, liquid blush. If you're not a powder girl, if you like more liquid type, I love this cream one because I think it's so beautiful on mature skin. Just taking the opposite end of that Mario brush. This is where I like this brush because I can kind of blend in place at the same time. I am obsessed with that, you guys. Look at how pretty that is. My skin just looks healthy. Ooh. I just love it. I love this blush. And with all Sweed Beauty now, you can scan that QR code, use Kristi-20 and you get 20% off. So that's amazing. I like their lash serum. I like their, what else? Obviously their miracle powder. I love the foundation, the skin tint. I love everything from their brand. It's just become one of my favorite brands ever made. I have a lot of favorite brands. I have a lot of best friends. So pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Okay, let's kind of clear off this area. Let's set down. So I've been using the one size 5NG lately. I like the 2R still, but I use that more for like really glam days. So I'm gonna use this powder. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it off on the back of my hand a little. I don't want too much powder so we can kind of keep some of this glass skin effect. Some, okay, to my own liking. So I'm gonna go where I have pores. So that's where I'm gonna stick to. So as you can see, you can still see a little bit there, but I have to set that down or it will crease like heck on me. So it's just not, I don't have that. I have the skin that needs powder. So some people can do that. Do you, boo boo. But for this girl, she needs that powder. She needs it. All right, I just know how to make my makeup stay. And I can do the powdered highlighters to bring back some of that gleam to the skin. And I'll show you that in just a second. But give me a minute to set this down. Did I forget anything? Oh, I did. I was gonna do the about face. That's okay. You know what? I need to set this down anyway because the about face powder has coconut derivatives in it. So it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to use that much of it anyway. I'm just going to show it to you guys a little bit. But yeah, never mind. It's okay. It's okay. Go with it. We're going to go with it. We just won't use the Chantecaille today. We'll just use that one because it is a pink powder. Okay. That's pretty. Okay, okay. Can I say okay one more time? Okay. I'm gonna annoy my own self. All right, we're gonna go into Charlotte Tilbury. This is just my Z palette with all of my favorites in here. We're gonna use my medium airbrush powder. I washed my Sephora puff. As you can tell, I was using this for everything, but now this is what I'm talking about with this puff. As much as I love it, it never washes good. Like I can wash this several times and it never flops on me, but now this is all thin and I can't get the thing to straighten out now, so it's annoying. Very annoying. So we're gonna use the chubby side that's still normal, and then I'm going to just take that powder and just set down the rest of my face because we're a little tacky. We're a little tacky. But now we have sun protection from the YSE. YSE? Someone please help me pronounce that brand. Somebody on an old video, on another video, commented on my video how I pronounced a word. And I don't mind constructive criticism, but sometimes the way people say it, sometimes, well, you have to remember, even with text messaging, right, like friends and stuff like that, when you text message something or message somebody where you're not hearing their voice or their inflection, you don't know how to interpret it. And lately I've been getting some pretty nasty comments that I've had to either block, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am going to block you if you say something mean. If you're just spilling out negativity, and I've noticed it if this person says it a few times, I'm blocking you because I don't want that on my channel. I just don't want that negativity. I don't need that in my life. I have enough stuff to worry about off camera and I've done that in my personal life too. If you are toxic to me, I just don't want any, I need zen. I need zen because it's been a long 4 years for me of grieving, and I just don't need that in my life. And I want my channel to be a positive space. And I know some people say, well, you shouldn't delete comments or you shouldn't block people because they have a right to say what, and that's fine. Everyone has a right. I'm all about freedom of speech. But when you are causing me to have anxiety and bringing negativity to my channel, I don't need that. I would rather have 5 subscribers than thousands, millions of subscribers that are just there to give me negativity. I just don't need that. I don't need it in my life. I don't need to be rich. I just need to be happy. And that's for me the most important thing right now. So going back to what somebody said about I pronounced a word or a brand wrong, and she was basically saying if you're going to promote a brand, then learn how to say it. And she's right in some respects. Okay, she is right. But we don't always, I've heard other YouTubers mispronounce words all the time, or other brand names and stuff like that. I don't criticize them. That's okay. It's almost funny to me if I know the right, or if I don't, then I just don't know. Now, one of our beautiful Glamfam sisters, Kathy, have helped me out with, I kept saying Davines and it's Davanese. Did I say that right, Kathy? Now she says it with a good heart. She says it because I know her comments, and I know her as a person, and she's amazing and loving. So I knew it didn't come from any nasty place. Whereas this is what I felt, the other comment came off very rude. And I wrote back and I said, thank you, I appreciate that, and now I know, but you don't need to be rude. And I don't even know if this person is watching the channel right now or even watching this video. I'm sorry if I said that to you. I never want to assume you're being rude. It's just hard because I've been getting a lot of negative comments, and she wrote back and said I wasn't meaning to be rude, but it still wasn't. I don't know, maybe she's just not a touchy-feely person. I'm a touchy-feely person. So if someone said to me, you're being rude, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I did not mean to come off rude. Where I just even felt like the answer back to me was a little abrasive, but that's just how I'm just a touchy-feely kind of girl, and some people are not like that, okay? I have people in my life that are not like that either. So they're a little bit more abrasive, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I still love those people, but it's just, I have to always, at least when you're in person and you're talking to the person, you can you'll know their personality and stuff like that, right? So I don't know. I appreciate constructive criticism, or constructive feedback, I should say, but I don't do well with rudeness. I'm still really tacky, so I have to do that. And I also don't deal with people saying stuff about my appearance or something like that. Like that stuff, I can't deal with it. You know, that's just mean. Don't be mean. It's keyboard warriors, and we all know that. All right, you're gonna take a little bit of the powder on a brush and just kind of make sure we don't have anything tacky going on. Yeah, now it's super smooth. That's what I love. That's what I love. I love about the Charlotte Tilbury is it never looks cakey, but it just leaves this smooth, beautiful effect to the skin. All right, again, before we get into the About Face powder, I do want to do some powder contouring. So I guess this turned into a chit chat video, you guys. I was really just gonna try to stick to products, but I know a lot of you guys like my chit chat videos, so that's okay. You know, it's Mother's Day. I'm trying to take my mind off of how sad I am and how much I miss my mom. So I'm just gonna get ready with you guys. I'm not gonna cry, and we're just gonna have some fun, okay? That's what we're doing here. That's what we do here. I appreciate you guys so much. I just want you to know that. I want you to know how much I love you and appreciate you. I just have the best glam moms and non-moms out there. I'm not a mom. All of you are just amazing. And I wrote a post to you guys about Mother's Day on that last video, and I truly meant every word, you know, just admire you guys so much. I know it takes a lot to be a mom. I mean, I don't know personally because I'm not a mom, but I had an amazing mom. So, oof, that's so pretty. Okay, that was Griselle from Surat. Again, I like to just tell you guys because if you like the product, maybe you want a discount, and you always get 15% off with my discount code. And I know a lot of people think, okay, you guys, you influencers push too much product, but that's our job. That's what we do. And that's, I mean, especially as a smaller YouTube channel, I don't make what other people make on their videos. I make like nothing, like pennies. So when you guys, if you like a product and you buy it, I get a kit, a little small. It's not even a lot, but if a lot more people did it, it would add up, and it can help me out a lot because I do purchase, even though I'm getting more PR sent to me, I do purchase a lot of my own products or repurchase because I like some of these products. All right. Whew. A lot to go in there. Okay, let's get into this About Face before we bronze up the skin because I want to see how this looks on the skin. So again, this was sent to me in PR from About Face. If you're not familiar, About Face is from Halsey, the singer. So I really like Halsey as a singer. She's amazing. And I've tried a couple of her products. I've talked about a couple of her products on my channel before, but they reached out to me and wanted to send me a few products. Now I rejected the foundation because the brand new foundation that she put out there has coconut derivatives in it. So if you guys, you know, want to try that out, I'm sure it's amazing. But I did get the powder because with powders, like I said, they layer over my base stuff, and I could tolerate it under my eye, so I went with the pinker powder. But this is called the About Face Curtain Call, and this is supposed to set and smooth with a loose powder formula. This retails for $21 US. You get 0.35 ounces and 10 grams of product. It's really about $2.10 per gram. It's available in 7 shades, and I went with Finale, and that's a pink brightening shade, but they also have other shades that you can match your skin tone. But again, I wouldn't use this all over my face because of the ingredients and the fact that I will break out with a product like this if I use it in those areas that I do, again, get clogged pores. This is an ultra lightweight loose powder that glides onto the skin for a mattifying, soft focused finish with performance wear up to 10 hours. Now, a lot of these products, because she is a huge singer, kind of go obviously curtain call and stuff like that, performance based, just so you guys know that. This brand is clean, vegan, and cruelty free. And again, as the same format on the YSE, they lay out the ingredients very nicely. So I think they're owned under the same parent company because it's a very similar website. This is packed with skincare, so let's take a look at the full list. And unfortunately, there's cocoa capric, as you guys can see right there. So there is coconut derivatives at the top of the list. If you're new here, I always concentrate on those ingredient lists, and anything at the top is the most potent in the product. So it's about the 7th ingredient on a very long list of ingredients too, which I'm not really that fond of. So that's the only thing. But as you can see, mica is the first ingredient. We don't even have water as the first ingredient. Mica is the first ingredient. Then you see cornstarch, silica, magnesium. So you can see the rest of the list right there. You do have squalane in there. So a nice softening agent there. So let's try out what Finale would look like. I love the packaging, very simplistic, but yet affordable. You can purchase this on About Face, and I do have a link with them. I'll see if I can get a code for you guys, but you can also pick this up on Ulta. So I will have the Ulta link right there on YouTube that you can click, and you can purchase this product if you want. And again, this is going to give that brightening effect because it does have that really strong pink undertone. I'm not a fan of pink powders like this pink. I'm a fan of lighter pink powders like my Petal from Chantecaille. These type of pinks are just a little too aggressive for my taste, but we're still gonna try it. We're gonna use it on just a generic puff that I can just wash later because this is not one, again, that I will use. So I'm gonna take that on the back of my hand because I don't want it to be too aggressive. And I'm just going to pop that underneath my eye. And we'll see what kind of brightening effect. Ooh, that's pretty, oh, okay. Do you see that? Whoa, okay, that was a lot. That was a huge white cast right there. So that was a little too much powder. It's okay, take the opposite side of the puff and just start pressing it in with nothing on it. So that's going to help. So I'm looking in the magnifying mirror. So that's pretty. I just don't know if I love it. I'm just being honest, you guys. You know, although this was sent in PR, I still have to be honest with you guys. And it might work amazing on your skin. So definitely give it a try if this is something that you had your eye on. You never know. In Ulta, if you don't like it, you can always return it. So if you're in, I think Ulta's only in the US. I'm not sure. Let me know. Is Ulta in UK? I don't think they have I think it's a US brand. Okay, chain, I mean. Yeah, somehow it's oxidizing my makeup too. I'm sad. I really wanted to like this for you guys, even though it wasn't something that I can personally use. For some reason, it's changing my concealer, and that's never happened before with powder. So something with the oxidization, it's not mixing well there. Ooh, I'm so sad. I'm sorry About Face. I'm sorry, Halsey. I love you, but that for me, and just remember, everybody's skin type is different. So this might work out really good on your skin type, which is why I always tell you guys, just take my reviews with a grain of salt. You don't know, but for like the UK and some other areas, they can't return products. Where here in the US, with our rules, you have to be able to accept and return because some people cannot waste that money. And I know I feel bad returning, but that's just typically the way it is because I don't have those kind of funds to just say, oh, well, it didn't work out, so I can just suck up $50. I can't. I can use that for groceries right now. So, or electricity bill or something crazy. So yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It's just I can tell that it kind of slightly discolored my concealer, just a tad bit. I mean, you can barely tell. I'm looking in a 10 times magnifying mirror, but pretty. It's just that's my problem with it. Let's try it with a brush just to see if we see a difference there. I just want to see something. I need to get a brush that I'm not going to have to wash, but I guess I'm gonna have to wash it. I'm gonna have to wash it. I don't know why I stuck that brush there. I'm slightly organized now, and I'm like, girl, don't mess things up now. Let's try this. I'm gonna dip this Smith brush in here like that. Okay, I'm gonna take that on the back of my hand. Oh my gosh, it's very dusty. I'm not a big loose powder fan either, so that could be it too. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see if that is better. Okay, I like the dusting effect better than I did the puff. That was much better, much better. So personally, if I was to use this powder again, which I might because I have a whole thing of it, I might just use my normal, set down my one size like I did, and then just take this for a little brightening effect. You know, I probably shouldn't put it up there. I just messed that up too because that's where I could break out there too. But okay, so that's better. I like that much, much better. That's where we are with that. Let's talk about a couple other products and then I'll get into it in just a second. So I'm just gonna list a few of these or show you guys and then we'll try it on. So first is the Tarte Maracuja Lip Stain Liner. I am obsessed with this product. It retails for $23 US. I did buy this myself and it's only available on Tarte. It's available in 12 shades. I went with the shade Nude. I want a few more shades. That's how much I like this product. This is a lip stain, but it's more of like a liner. You can fill in the whole lip, but it is more of a liner. And it lasts all day, you guys. And it really does give a nice, it glides on smooth and it stains it in a really nice way. You can use it as like a blot of color, but this will not budge either. I love this product and I love it in combination with the new About Face Blurred Matte Lip Plump, which I'll show you guys right there. So they sent this over alongside the powder and I am obsessed with this product. So this is a soft matte liquid lip type product. This retails for $18 US. It's available in 6 shades. I went with Coquette, which is a soft pink, and this is an ultra plush, comfortable soft matte with a unique plumping formula. It has a cooling plumping agent that is infused with bionic tripeptides to stimulate collagen and visibly reduce lip lines for a smoother, fuller lip. It kind of is giving me kind of that Anastasia feel. You guys know how much I love the lip velvets. Kind of similar to that. So I hope she adds more colors. This was a little too dark for my taste, but I love the formula. And then I also have the brand new Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Super Nudes Lip Cheat Contour Duo Lip Liner, and I did use my code for this, so I got a little bit of a discount when I utilized my link, and it retails for $26 US. You get 0.02 ounces and 0.78 grams. That's total for both sides because it's a dual lip liner with 2 different shades. So they're about 0.39 grams each when you look at it, but mine broke right upon just even swatching it for you guys. So that was super disappointing. And the worst part of that is when I tried to sharpen it with my favorite sharpener that sharpens all of my pencils. Amazing, you guys know that. That's my Pat McGrath one. Look at it was taking forever to get to a sharp point again, which means I wasted even more product. So for $26, I was very disappointed in that. It's available in 4 shades. I went with medium, which is a sculpt rich cocoa brown, and then you can fill it with the dark chocolate. It is hydrating, long wearing, and it's supposed to have like a plumping effect to it, but that's interesting. I didn't really notice that, to be quite honest with you, when I tried it off camera. But before we jump into that, there's a couple other products I just want to show you guys really quick. This is the Sochi Waterproof Precision Eyeliner. I just talked about the mascara. Obsessed with the mascara. It's the first tubing mascara that was actually rated really high by Credo Beauty, which is amazing. That's a clean beauty site. This is a micro precise 1.5 millimeter gel eyeliner that delivers long-lasting, bold color. It's available in 4 shades, and I'm using Checkmate, which is a true black. I also have the About Face Volumizing Mascara in Jet Black, and this is $18. It's 0.43 ounces, 13 mils, so you're about $1.38 per mil. This is supposed to amplify, lengthen, and lift your lashes for a flake-free, smudge-proof finish. This multitasking all-in-one mascara primes and delivers intense volume. Its unique elongated brush lengthens and separates the lashes for a fully framed out effect. I have yet to try that. This is going to be a first impression with that mascara. Alongside the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, I also picked up the brand new sculpting brush, and this is called her Shapewear brush. This isn't available at Sephora yet, only on her website. I'm sure it will come to Sephora, but I am tempted to try this for the nose contour, which I don't usually do cream contour on my nose. Let's try this with what I would normally use, my Scott Barnes one, which isn't available anymore. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I like this. I like this effect. Okay. I'll put the price point right there. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna say though, I do remember paying more than I wanted to for a product made in China. That was disappointing to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm actually shocked because all of her products are either made in Italy, made in France. I can feel the difference between this brush, which I'm pretty sure this was made in Italy, and this brush. This is a huge difference. You guys know how much I love the Hollywood complexion brush. I'll show you guys the comparisons right there. If you're like, I already have that one, do I need this one? You don't need anything, but they are different. So this one has more of a narrow structure to really contour the nose, where the other one I use more for eyelid because it's a little bit fatter and denser, almost like my Rosenbend C31, that kind of concept. That's what I use it for, or even highlighting. I typically actually use this one with the Hollywood Flows Filter Stick. I forgot, I usually use that one for that, so I like that with it. But so there is a difference, but I can tell the difference in weight size. So this is definitely hefty. It feels luxurious and beautiful, where this one feels cheap. Like I could have got this on AliExpress or somewhere like that, Temu. So very disappointed on that, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I was. So I thought Charlotte Tilbury owned her own brand, but from what I understand, it's owned under, I don't know if she sold it or what. I remember seeing this Instagram post on it, but I'll show you guys who owns that. And I don't know if maybe things have changed because of that. Did she own it before? I'm not really familiar on that, so I'll have to do some research on that. But I'm like, is that why? I'm trying to figure out why this is not made in a better place. I'm not, nothing against China, but I'm just saying I don't mind things made in China. I will use things made in China. That's not the point. The point is, if I'm gonna pay a luxury price for a luxury brand like Charlotte Tilbury, I don't really expect to get something made from China. That's just how I feel. You guys know that. I talked about that in the Armani, where is that bronzer? That luminous bronzer. I haven't really picked that bronzer up, even though I think it's really good, because I can't just accept the fact that Armani, a designer luxury brand, had a bronzer that cost a lot made in China. That's where I'm at. You can agree to disagree with me. That is absolutely fine, but I have to tell you, I love the shaping of this brush. This is shapewear. You could take the opposite side and blend. So, sorry if I'm covering up my face, but when I do a nose contour, I gotta be all up in the mirror. And brows, I cannot do that without a mirror like right in front of my face, but I do really like this. I really, really like that. Just going in with my Sweed Blush, and I'm using Parfait and Cantaloupe, and I like both of those, and I'm using the cheek brush from Sweed. Love this combination, and one of my favorite blushes ever made besides the Tom Ford one. I would say those two are my favorite ones. Now, I'm going to show you guys kind of how you can get that glass skin effect, since you can see it slightly from, even though I have all those powders over me, but let me show you guys how you can also get a glass effect. And I have two products that I've been really loving, you guys. And this is the eyeshadow quad from Tom Ford that I picked up during the sale. And then this is the Moonlight that I just started using again. I talked about it before, but this Moonlight is a really beautiful way to bring that glass skin effect without having a highlighter effect. So I don't know how to explain that, but it's just kind of, I guess that's how you explain it. So I'm going to use this Sigma F35 brush. This is a limited edition brush with the gold handle that I purchased a long time ago. But I'm going to use this deeper one. This is more of a yellow one. That's more of a neutral toned one. I'm going to use that one on this brush. Now this is, I'm not using a Fude brush because this picks up a little bit better on a synthetic brush. And this is how you can get that glass skin effect. So I'm just going to take that right there, and that's going to give you this beautiful softening effect that you can literally use this all over the skin. That's what I like about this powder, is that it's not a highlighter. So you see, like I put it right there where it's giving a nice gleam, perfection to the skin without it looking like a highlighter. So let me do it right here like that. And you can use a Fude brush to deliver even a softer look. I just wanted a little bit more of that highlighted effect, which is why I did it this way. Now I'm going to take the lighter version, and now I'm going to give a little bit more of a highlighter effect. So really pretty. So if this is, you guys know how much I love the nude sand one from Tom Ford. This is going to give me a little bit more. This is more of a radiant. This is going to give me like that really strong highlighter effect, where this is just more of a radiant glow. I mean, I'm building it up, but you could have left it where I had it, and that would have been pretty too. But love this so much. All right, you guys, I am just going to do my eyes on camera because I'm going to kind of go fast with it because this is going to be a crazy long video, but oh wait, hold on, I forgot to do my bronzer. Give me a second. We're gonna use the Surratt bronzer. I either use that one or that one off camera. And this is the Makeup Forever one, and this is the Surratt one. This is in Soleil Clair. I also like Soleil Dew. I have both of them. And we're gonna use this NARS brush. This is a NARS bronzer brush. And this one I picked up recently during a sale, and I really like it. This is a Fude brush. And I've been really liking this brush. So I'm gonna use that with the Surratt powder. I either use my Surratt brush or I use this one. This one is gonna give me like that all over bronzed effect. But if I wanted something more structured, then I use the Surratt one. But I just love this bronzer. This used to be my #1 bronzer, and I still is my #1. I would say this one and Makeup Forever are tied, but I just haven't been using it as much because I've been trying to use other products, but really love it. I actually like it a little bit better though, I think with my my Chikuhodo brush. So let me try that one, yeah. Get a little bit more pigment out of this Chikuhodo one. But I liked that NARS one with other bronzers, so. Anyway, love that. Look at how pretty and healthy my skin looks, where you're getting a little bit of a glow there, but not crazy, right? Like I don't feel like it's crazy. You may think it's crazy, but I love it. I love it. Okay, I am going to spray my skin with the Huda Beauty. Actually, no. Sweed, not Surratt. Sweed Miracle Powder first, because we need a good filter on our face. This is going to deliver the most filtered effect, and I use this more as a finishing powder. I do not use this as a setting powder. So you're not going to, this has a gleam to it. The gleam is what creates that filter effect. But if you're looking to set, I would not take a puff to this and set my makeup with it. Me personally, it's just not how I would utilize this product. But I mean, seriously, it speaks for itself. Speaks for itself. All right, I'm going to take my Chikuhodo brush. I'm just gonna kind of go underneath here a little bit and kind of smooth out there. All right, so let's just do kind of a quick eyeshadow look. I have been loving this Tom Ford eyeshadow quad. I picked this up again during the sale, as I already mentioned, and this is in Rose Topaz, and this is the cream quad. I cannot tell you guys, I cannot put this product down. It is so good. It is like my perfect color story. I like more neutral colors, so it's just perfect. And I like it in combination with this product from Wonder Skin. And yeah, Wonder Skin is the brand, and they specialize more in lip stuff. And I think I talked about this on the last video, but I don't think I applied it. But this is in, I don't know, I'll put the shade name right there. I can't see, it's way too small, and I'm not even gonna try. So I like to put this on the eyelid just to prime it. Now, Chantecaille has an eyeshadow primer that they just sent over to me, and I've been wanting to play with it. So let's actually try that out first, if I can find it. I just had it. Why do I mess things up so much? Oh, here it is. So this is their eyeshadow base in light, and it's more of like a stick formula. So let's try this out first because I'm curious. Oh, this is nice. And I like this because you can kind of do the eyebrow bone there. So this might be a little light. I'm going to use actually the Charlotte Tilbury one. My lids have been so crusty and dry lately. This might be a little too light for me. I hope they have a medium. I need a medium. I think this one's a little too light, but I like the texture, and I like that Chantecaille products do not affect my eyes, but I like it for the brow bone. That's perfect. I think for all over, this one might not be the right color for me, but I like the product, so we'll have to see. But sometimes if you do a little bit lighter, you're gonna pull up more pigment from a pastel color, so that's good. That's another good way to do it. I used to love the Gerard one, and I know I got a lot of you on that one, but my eyes just became so ultra sensitive, and I had to stop using eyeshadow bases. But this one's not itchy or burning or anything, so I love that. I like that, especially for the brow bone. That's really nice, actually. It has a nice creamy texture to it. Let me get, this is a BK Beauty brush. Let me just get that slightly. This is what I was using for the brow bone. Actually, now this is Alter Ego. Sorry, this is kind of a dupe to the BK Beauty, but Alter Ego 202. Sorry. Yeah, that's nice. I really like that. I really like that. And it's good for natural days too. I want a medium. I wonder if they have a medium. I'll have to look that up. I'll put right there if they do. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Wonder Skin, and I like to put this one right here on the eyelids. And you can use this as a base too. That's what I've been doing. It almost has like a cooling effect. I don't know why. It's really nice. I love that product. Okay, let me get my life together. Oh, here it is. This is just, it's just a Sephora old brush, concealer brush. I like to use this brush, any type of flat brush, doesn't matter what you use. And I'm just gonna kind of spread the product out. I really like this. I really, really like these eyeshadow sticks. Really good, and I love this color. If you're a taupe girl, you're gonna really like that. Okay, I'm gonna go in and use, you guys know, my Armani. I can't today. I can't. I think I'm struggling a little. It's Mother's Day. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's where I'm at today, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm not gonna cry. Lately, and on Sundays too, you guys, when I release a video, I know I've been a little sporadic lately, I've been holding my breath because I get so many amazing comments, and I will never stop putting out content as long as I possibly can afford to do so. Well, my channel hasn't been growing at the rate I want it to. I love this, and I love what I do. I love editing, but I hold my breath recently on comments because they've been getting to me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they have been really getting to me. Some of the mean ones, but you probably won't see them anymore because the mean ones I do delete. So again, I'm not gonna keep that negativity on my channel. All right, so there we go with that. Let's take I'm just taking a clean brush to make sure that's all blended out. Okay, let's get into this quad. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter shade. So it has a nice cream to powder, sorry, my stomach's growling, texture like the Armani one. It has a very similar texture to that. And I'm just going to kind of blot that in right there. So pretty. Just the formula of Tom Ford they're probably my favorite right now, I would say, designer luxury brand. Even more than, I used to be Chanel back in the days before I even did YouTube, but Now, I don't know, I just haven't been loving a lot of Chanel. I love Chanel, it's my favorite designer brand, FYI. But the makeup hasn't been like extraordinary for me, just for me personally. All right, I am gonna take my ombre from my Surratt Singles, this shade right there. It's the one I use obviously a lot off camera. I mix it with Griselle, kind of similar undertones. And I'm just gonna bring that and do a transition shade there. This is what I do off camera for every single look. It's my go-to look recently. It's quick, it's easy, and I love it. I do use, and I feel bad using this on camera right now, but I do use this because it's not available anymore. This is the Tarte Gemstone palette. It was the holiday collection. You guys know this, and the Tom Ford is all I use off camera. It's just literally the best. I mix those two, and I'm just gonna bring that in for more definition. I just can't stop using this palette. I have never been a Tarte eyeshadow person. Like, I never loved their eyeshadow. I thought they were good, decent, but I've never loved their eyeshadow. For some reason, this is the only Tarte palette I've ever loved, and I can't stop using it. Literally can't stop using it. Okay, that's so pretty. All right. Can we talk about how many times I've said it's so pretty? I have never seen my skin look this good. Never. I don't know if it's the combination of this Chantecaille rose water, the Clinique serum, and this primer. But my goodness, I won't stop using this combination now because I have never seen my skin look this good. Even up close in a 10 times magnifying mirror, my skin looks flawless. Wow. For as flawless as it's going to get. When I say flawless, take that with a grain of salt, because let's be honest, we've got a lot of texture going on. All right, let's get into the darker shade now of this palette, and that's the darker brown. I'm just gonna take I think I'm gonna do my Sonia G Mini Booster with this one. And we're just gonna pop that right into the corner. And when I tell you guys this lasts all day, it lasts all day. I gotta get the small mirror because I don't know. The eyes are just getting worse and worse. I really need to get LASIK. I really need money just to fall off of trees right now and bless me with some money so I can get my LASIK done because it's just getting out of control bad. Okay, I know that looks crazy. It's okay, we're gonna blend this out, so don't trip at chocolate chip. We're going back into the lighter shade of the palette, and we're gonna blend out those edges with that shade and that same BK Beauty brush and watch the magic happen. Look at that. And I'm wearing blue, so this actually, well, now I'm wearing blue. This actually is nice. I know this video is ultra long, so if you're still with me right now, you're a true Glamfam sister, and I love you to death. All right, let's see here. We're gonna take a little bit of, just because I like to set this down for me personally, just like that. I'm gonna take my BK Beauty A504 is what I want. Give me 504. And we're gonna go into that darker shade of the Tarte palette. Any kind of dark taupe color that you have, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be that. And I'm just gonna go kind of over the dark areas that we did with the Tom Ford. You don't have to, it's a cream to powder formula. I just like to. It's just what I like to do. Now I'm gonna take the A504 and I'm gonna go into that shade, just a lighter, darker taupe. I don't know how to explain it. We're gonna go over that. So pretty. So easy too. Look at, I'm almost done. Almost done. All right, I'm gonna take the BK Beauty A505, and that's like a flat brush, like that. And we're gonna go into this shade in the Tom Ford palette. It's literally my favorite shade ever made. It goes perfectly with my Chantecaille Elephant, which will pop on top of this. And I'm just gonna pop that right there. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, how gorgeous is that? I used to be able to use this desk mirror and have no issues. Now I'm like, I can't see out of it. I have to get this little one because I can't. This is just, I need that 10 times. Tell me I'm not alone in this journey. Tell me your eyes are getting just as bad, so make me feel a little bit better. Just gonna spread that one. See how easy? I mean, this look takes me minutes off camera, minutes. You can use eyeliner, you can just go in with the cream. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that. We're not gonna use eyeliner. Maybe a little bit of eyeliner, just a little bit. Just to get a little bit more definition. This is Make It Forever, very dark dimensional brown in the artist pencils. I'm just gonna take a little bit right there and a little bit right here, just because I like to bring my eyeliner in close. Again, do what works for you. And I just want a little bit more definition right there. And then I'm going to take the rougher number 23 brush. We're gonna go here and start to blend out that eyeliner. So good. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the Tarte palette, taking this What's Up Beauty R101, my same method, going back into that transition shade that we were using and just gonna smoke out that lower lash line. My favorite look I create every time off camera, Elephant from Chantecaille. Beautiful taupe. This one has a little bit more shimmer in it. That's why I like to use this one. And I love using it with my What's Up Beauty R110. This adds a little more pizzazz. Darkens up that taupe one a little bit. Sometimes I'll do this one first and then the other one over. Sometimes I like to do it like this. Most of the time I do it this way though. So pretty. Oh my gosh, I love that color so much, you guys. Now I'm just gonna take a small like lip liner brush. I'm gonna go into that shade right there. I'm gonna put that on the brow bone. If you're a taupe neutral brown lover eyeshadow person, you're going to love this palette so much. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter shade now, and I'm gonna go just a little bit right there. Just like that. Back to the BK Beauty. Just going back in, no extra product, just going back in and cleaning up lines. Okay, we're gonna use the Sochi eyeliner. Again, this is a clean, waterproof eyeliner. And I'm just gonna take that on the upper lash waterline area. And I like to go like this. I actually learned this from Rose and Ben. And that gets it in there a lot easier. And if you don't wear false lashes, this will just make your eyelashes pop more. And I love that this doesn't affect my eyes at all. It's super pigmented too. So it's a clean pigmented formula that I am obsessed with. Taking the Valentino dual eyeliner, I'm using the liquid side, and I am just going in there and creating some definition for my eyelashes and creating a nice base for the mascara. I'm using the Shiseido eyelash curler. I like the Ulta Beauty Almond Eyes one, but I do feel like the Shiseido gets a little bit closer to the eye for me, so I am using that as the curler. Now let's go in with the mascara from About Face. That's nice, you guys. I like that. Now I need more time with it because this is a first impression, but so far I like it. I really like my Sochi one right now, the tubing one, because I know how good it is. I know it lasts all day. Where this one is really nice too. It's giving me that same effect, but a non-tubing aspect of it. But with this look, I am gonna put false lashes on just because it is more of a glamorous look. All right, you guys, so that is how it looks with just mascara on. All right, going in with the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is again the contour dual ended. We're gonna start off with the sculpt side. Has a nice texture. It's going on very nice, like the Anastasia ones. I like that, or her normal lip pencils. I usually use Iconic Nude in the Charlotte Tilbury. Similar texture. Now filling it in with the lighter side and just kind of filling in the lips. Smooth enough, but not going to go all over the place, which is nice. But it's nothing revolutionary. It's really nice, but it's nothing revolutionary. I like the concept to have, because I like to sculpt, and I use 2 different lip liners anyway, but I preferably like my Makeup Forever one just a little bit more, but this is good. All right, taking that off and now going in with the Tarte Lip Liner Stain. I really like this, you guys. It could be drying all over the lips, which I'll show you guys. I think it might be better as a lip liner. I would like to get more of a softer pink one as well, but I do really like it. And this does really last, but I would concentrate this one more on the liner part of your lips, but it is really nice. But if you want, for me, I don't really like if I'm gonna use a darker shade than my normal lip color, I kind of want it all over. I don't want it, if it fades, I don't know how to explain it. I just don't want the liner to show when it fades. So that's why I filled it in. But you are gonna need some type of lip product over it to give it the hydration. Now going in with Coquette from About Face. I love the texture of this, you guys. I really like this formula. I would like her to come out with some nude pinks, but oh my gosh, this is really good. It's like an affordable version of the Anastasia one that I like, with that plumping effect, which you don't get from the ABH one. So I mean, I don't mind this color. It's really pretty, but you guys know I like my nudes, but wow, that's really, really pretty. I love this color, you guys. Oh my goodness, you guys. I really loved pretty much everything I tried. Now the powder, oops, did I drop everything? The powder, I would have to say, is the only thing that was a little bit of a miss for me, because it has coconut derivatives, and I know some of you are very allergic to it, so you can't use this one at all. So About Face, if you watch this video, try using products without coconut derivatives, because a lot of our Glamfam sisters have very severe allergies to anything derived from coconut oil. So please stay away from that. But this, I mean, I think this has potential of being good. I do like it better with a brush for me personally. I think it went on a little bit smoother and better. As you can see, it started to oxidize that a little bit, but I think it looks fine now. I don't know. I mean, I touched it up a little bit with the Chantecaille, so I don't know if that helped. But anyway, love this. This is a huge favorite of mine now. Huge favorite. Wow, that's a good formula. I can feel that tingling, that peppermint filling. It's really nicely. I think the lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, you don't need to run out and get this. It's nothing revolutionary. It's good. It's pretty. I don't mind it. I'll use it, but it's not like my favorite thing ever. I actually really, although I don't like the fact that it's made in China, and I don't like the fact that it's $26 and made in China, I still like the concept of this brush, and I still loved the way I will be utilizing this brush a lot. But I do wish this felt a little bit more luxurious for her brand. So far, I like the mascara. Obviously, I put on my Ardell Wispies. Now, I have all of these from Ardell, like from the PR, and I'll show you guys right there, but they're like pre-mapped extension type lashes, so I need to play with them a little bit more before I do them on camera, so I need to work with that. But so far, I just loved everything else, you guys. I mean, these were winner chicken dinners for me. I'm telling you guys, my skin has never looked better. So impressed. And then this, I'm going to be utilizing this a lot during the summer. I'm just these 3 right here in the NARS. I mean, my gosh, you guys, it looks phenomenal. Let me know if you've heard of this brand and if you've tried anything from the Chantecaille. And then if you've tried this Clinique. I know I've used the Moisture Surge moisturizer, but this is brand new, this serum. So everything else I just loved, you guys. Thank you so much. And this Tom Ford eyeshadow palette, pick it up during the sale. It's so, so good. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Oh, and sorry, the lip liner from Tarte. Definitely, if you're looking for a good lip stain liner, combination of these two, woo, I'll be using that a lot. All right, you guys, as I already mentioned, we're gonna wrap it up here because that was a very long video. Thank you so much. If you took the time and watched all the way through, that really does help my videos out. And thank you again for always watching my videos and sharing the love. I love you guys so much. If you are new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join our beautiful Glam Fam. We're here every week and we just love for you to become part of our family. And if you did like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and hit that like button. When you guys hit the like button and say hello, it really does help my videos out. I love when you guys share it with your friends, spread the word, help me grow my channel. That just means so much to me. I am here during the weekdays with shorts, so definitely check that out. I'm also over on Instagram if you want to follow me at Kristi Allure. And then you can check out my website, kristiallure.com. I now have all of my merch up, the Glamfam merch, so you can sport the Glamfam merch and hats, pajamas, sweatshirts, t-shirts, tank tops. I've got a lot of fun stuff on there. You guys definitely check that out. I have both Glam Life and Glam Fam, Glamouflage with the camouflage. So a lot of cute things on there. Definitely check that out. You can also shop my favorites. You can click that on my website and it will take you to my Shop My page where you can shop all of my favorites and everything that's in each one of these videos. You just scan that QR code right there and all of my videos, everything, all the looks, jewelry, fashion, all of that is on there. So please definitely check that out. Be sure to check out that video next and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.